Hey guys, it's Christian here again, and we're here to talk about fantastic beasts and where to find them. A continuation of the Harry Potter universe. Hey guys, it's Christian here, and we're talking today about fantastic beasts and where to find them. The Harry Potter universe was one that we all know and love so well, and those books were some of the highest selling books of all time. It was inevitable that they were going to make 5 films, and it was inevitable they were going to try and make spin-offs of that series, and this is where we have with Fantastic Beasts and where to find them. I'm ashamed to admit that I haven't actually read any of the Harry Potter books, but I am aware of what Fantastic Beasts and where to find them was. It was an encyclopedia that Harry Potter referred to, and it itself was actually made into a book itself. So we have a book here which was made into a film, but it was a screenplay written by J.K. Rowling. So this is her first screenplay that she's written, and she did it really well, even though I don't believe, from what I've heard, the actual Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them encyclopedia was an actual story. It was more like a reference guide. Nevertheless, the film works so well in so many ways. Redmayne plays the titular role of the character Newt Scamander. He's come to America, and he has this case for these magical creatures. He ends up in New York, where he inadvertently sets these creatures free, and it's up to him to save New York from despair and destruction. Fear not, because help is at hand. Dan Fogler plays Jacob. He's what you call a nomad, an everyday Joe like you and me who has no powers, and he is hot on the tail of these creatures as well as Catherine Waterston, who plays Tina, who is also into the wizardry and magic. Together, these characters are all on a Pokemon Go style hunt for these animals that have now escaped out of this magic bag. To start with, the chemistry between the characters was really great. Eddie Redmayne is a bit of a shy and reserved character in this film. He's got a lot of funny one-liners, and I was cracking up a lot of the time when he said a few really silly things. On the other hand, Jacob, who was played by Dan Fogler, is a more boisterous character, and they play off each other really well as his chemistry with Tina, played by Catherine Waterston. I also really enjoyed Colin Farrell, who's having a really good recent few months, especially with the recent film The Lobster. He plays a bit of a protagonist character, but his character worked really well in this film. And the whole scenery of the New York in the 1920s looked simply amazing and really colourful. And I really enjoyed the look and feel of it all. And of course, no film of this type of nature would be complete without a lot of special CGI effects. This is what you're going to get in this film, a lot of them, because they've got to really give you the sense of urgency and really portray the destruction that these animals could cause. And it's really fun to look at on screen. But at the same time, if you're looking for a child-friendly movie, this film feels a little bit more mature than what I was expecting, just so you know. But I feel like it was aimed for people who'd grown up with the Harry Potter franchise, who are well used to these types of films and ideas, and can handle things. Not that there's anything really violent in the film, but just a few of those animals and creatures have a few scenes that are pretty much crash, bang, loud, and you'll expect that. So where the film falls a little bit flat is that you've seen these ideas before in other similar films, monster films, for example. But apart from that, look, it looked great, it sounded great, it felt great, and we had a lot of fun watching it. The only concern I have is that how are they going to be able to create another 4 films out of this franchise? They're trying to milk it for what it's worth, when you should be thinking of a lot of more original ideas, Hollywood. I get that you're trying to make money here, and I get that people are going to buy into it, but surely they're going to make a film where people are going to say, oh, wasn't that good? It was like the 4th Hunger Games movie. By the time that 4th one rolled around, I was like, oh, I've seen it before. But either way, look, I still had a ton of fun with this movie. So let's go to the real radar meter and find out what I thought of the film. Have a guys, it's a 4 out of 5. Let me know what you thought of the film in the comments box below. And are you looking forward to the future of this series and which direction it's going to go? Back this week with Billy Lynn's Long Halftime Walk and The Founder in the next few days up for you guys, as well as Bad Santa 2. Looking forward to checking those out. Thanks, guys.